Okay, I'm Alan Johnson. I'm a reporter for the Columbus Dispatch, and today I'm the pool reporter for the Ohio Legislative Correspondents Association. Media entered the chamber about 9:55. We were first in, as usual. The victim witnesses entered 9:57, and there were 3 of them as outlined in your package. A couple of them switched places, but Patty was always in the middle. Kelly and Denise had their arms around Patty, so they had her arms around her in the middle at all times. They switched at one point for some reason that I don't know why. And let's see. Then the inmates. Witnesses entered the chamber, including Tom Rassam, I believe his name is, who was wearing a tie that said, "Jesus saves." And everyone was in place by 1 minute after 10. And Tom, again, the inmate's witness, was reading from the Bible. I believe it was the book of Psalms. I'm not really 100% sure, but I think that's what I heard him say. 10:05. The inmate was on the table in the holding cell, and they had the IVs. They were starting the IVs. They actually got him very quickly. By 10:06, the IV was established in his right arm, and within 2 or 3 minutes, the other IV was in his left arm. He was wearing the typical prison uniform: white shirt, blue pants, red stripes, blue tennis shoes. After the IVs were established, he seemed shaky. They had to help him to his feet, which they usually do, but he stood there for a minute, and they had to kind of pat him on the back. He was clearly, it seemed like his knees were wobbly as he walked into the chamber. So he came in, he was strapped down, and then the technician comes in, checks the IV sites. That took about 2 or 3 minutes. And he made a statement, and I'll have to depend on my colleagues to get some of this because I didn't honestly get every bit of it. But he said, "I came in like a lion, and I'm going out like a lamb." And then I believe he said something about, "I have the heart of a lion," but I'm not really positive on that one. He said, "To my brothers, I pray they never have to make these 15 steps I'm making today. I try to bring attention to the futility and the flagrantly flawed system we have. Stop the madness." And at that point, one of the victim witnesses, and I didn't catch who, said, yeah, stop it now. By 10:19, the drugs were flowing, it appeared. Inmate Reynolds still had his eyes open. 10:20, he gulped a little bit. You could see his mouth moving. But by 10:21, his eyes were closed. And after that, I saw very little, if any, motion. No breathing sounds that I could see for quite a few minutes. And by 10:26, the technician came in with a stethoscope to check his for breathing sounds. 1 minute later, they pulled the curtain, and then at 10:27, announced the time of death. So I can answer questions, or if you want to wait for the others, how do you want to do it?
Let's have the others brief.
Okay.
Report out. Chris Keppler, you want to go?
Sure.
Oh, wait, let's go.